All right, everybody, I get requests for trading SPY. I'm not a fan of stocks in general. I never really traded them much, but I do get a lot of requests for this, and so I'm going to be back testing rather, November 19th on the 1 minute chart for people to see how I would trade it using my dumb strategy that I use on everything. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm just not a fan, guys. If I'm going to be trading something, I want to have access to it 24 hours a day, like with Forex. Anyway, I got my own opinions. I get that people get sold on the idea that they can make money doing this, but I mean, my leverage is higher on Forex. My consistency is better. But hey, you know what? Let's see what happens. I haven't done this. I haven't actually back tested SPY, so we get to see how this turns out. I'm going to be just advancing it square by square and showing you exactly how I would trade it if I was to play along with this one. So we've got the market opening. Okay, market's opening. There we go. And we got a big pulse right first thing. I'm not entering anywhere here. I have to wait for my entry. I'm not using the reversal bands. I can also see we've got a bit of a spread there as well. Okay, so now we've got just possibly a continuation there, but at the same time, no, because technically no strength. Oh no, there's now strength in the bears, but our oscillator's still going upwards, so I don't actually. Here we go, here's a crossing. Strength is there. Volatility is sufficient. This is an entry. According to my rules, this is an entry. So I grab my tool, just place it on there. ATR is 0.26. I'm going to make that my standard point 1.5 times. So plus 13, that would be 39. And I would recommend that you add your spread in there as well. I don't even know what my broker would do on this one. But it looks to me like the spread is actually not bad. Right now, the spread is about 7 cents, it looks like. So we're going to go 39 plus 7. Yeah, let's do that. So 46. And then we've got to take profit. So 26 times 2 is 52. Plus 7 is 59. And something doesn't seem right there because I should have a ratio of 1.13. If I'm doing it properly, there we go. All right, let's see what happens here. Yeah, we're in profit here. Looks like, yeah, we take it on the first half of our trade goes ahead and takes profit. And I would imagine somewhere in here looks like we would have a stop. 46 though, maybe not. Let's see, let's measure it. And so I'd still be in the game there. And I'd probably lose in there. So in total, we go to our top here. Oh my goodness, why does it grab that tool? Stop it, there we go. I'm using a new video software, guys, so it's a little bit laggy, I notice, as it's recording. That's fine, we'll get through this. So we're there now, that's 2.15. Grab my pen, right on my glass desk. It's wonderful. My desk is a whiteboard. Like, that is pretty cool. So we've got 2.15 factor there. All right, so now we wait for the next entry. Well, actually, you know what? Let's put in our numbers there. 2.15 times 1.5, because it's 2 trades. 3.225%. I'm actually interested because, I mean, who knows? You guys who keep requesting me do a back test on SPY, you might convert me. 3.225%. We just never know. And the great thing is that every time I run a back test on something new, I usually learn something. and that makes me a better trader. So thank you very much for the requests. Keep them coming. Next, let's move on to the next entry. We've got a little bit of coming back down, it looks like. That just might be a retest. That could be an entry. That could be an entry right there, actually, because we've got strength. Yeah, we've got strength in the bulls. We are above the cloud. Oscillator looks like it's about to switch. Just give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? This would be a continuation, though. I'm only risking half. It's a continuation. I repeat, it is not a full entry, and the reason why is because we're already above the cloud. So I'm only risking half what I normally do as far as lot size goes. We're at 23. Oh, so the settings are going to be the same. 23, so this is 46. 46 plus the 7 for the spread, that would be 54. Sorry, 53. There it is. And then on the other side, we've got, well, you know what? I'm just gonna do that manually. And 1.33, right in there somewhere. And we advance, see what happens. All right, so I've got, we're now below the smooth moving average, got strength in the bears, we've lost strength in the bulls, so I'm actually closing out right here at a 39 out of 44. And we continue on. Let's see what happens next. We've got another crossing. I'm not sure I'd take this trade. Got good volatility though. You know, we've lost the strong signal from Lux. Crossing below, strength is in the bears, oscillators flipped. What the heck? Let's see what happens. Do-do-do. Boom. 24 is the big number there. So 24 plus 12 is 36 plus my 7 for the spread becomes 43. And then on the other side of that, we've got 24, this would be 48 plus 7 is 55. Drawdown, big time drawdown. But I haven't crossed above my smooth moving average yet. So I'm staying in the trade. And it looks like we are headed in the right direction. So far. That's not bad. And we took profit. We took profit on the first trade, and we'll see where our trailing stop probably would have hit there. I'm a-thinking. So there we go. There we have it. This is a total of 1.51. Now let's look for the next entry. Looks like we're crossing here. Strength in the bulls. Volatility is good. Let's make it an entry. 21 is the number there, so we've got 21 plus, that'd be 10.5, so that'd be 31, plus my spread would be 38. And on the other side, we got 42 plus my spread, which would be 49. A little bit of drawdown, back into profits. Doing so far so good. There's another, yeah, that's a nice trade. And that's, I think, well, let's see here. We have 38 points, so we'll see what the distance is here. 38. I'd still be in. There's the drop. So total, $2.79 risk to reward on that one. All right. Let's go on. Here we have a crossing below. It's an old oscillator, but it's not flipped yet. And so we are gonna give it a shot, see what happens. But take into consideration the oscillator's a little old. Just going by the basics here. 16. In this instance here, that'd be plus 8, which would be 24, plus my spread is 31. We've got 32 plus my spread, which would be 39 on the top side. No. 16, 32, yeah, 39. I like to see a 1.3. Close enough. Let's move on. A little bit of pullback, and we're coming back into it, possibly. Yeah, draw down again. Looking like it's having a hard time getting down there. We've got strength in the bears still. Here we go, maybe. At this point, I would be moving my stop loss, just because of how close I got here. I'd be moving my stop loss on both those trades to break even, simply because now I have strength in the bulls. And there's my stop. So that one there, you might change up. You might go 1-to-1, maybe because you're scalping this one. But there's a net zero on that one. We are crossing above. Oh, let's close this thing out. And so now we're crossing above. We've got strength in everywhere we need to go. So let's go ahead and take a trade and see what happens. 14 this time around. So 14 plus 7 is 21, plus my spread would be 28. And on the top side, we've got 14 times 2 is 28, plus 7, which is 35. Oh, there's our take profit. We're still in the trade with this here, might actually be where we stop the trade. We've got 28 points to go. So let's see here, 28. Nope, we're still in the trade. And we're out. So yeah, that would have been the peak right there. Right at the top. That's a 1.29. So in total, that is a 1.935 trade. And you know what, actually here, guys, let's just go like this, because technically, watching this trade, I would have closed out here simply because we crossed above the smooth moving average with strength, oscillator, all that stuff. So that, you know, that there would have actually been a little bit of a profit there. Let's bring this to that point, and we can actually see how much that would have been. Give or take. That is 0.32. This was a win of 1.935. And this one here is 0.32 of 3% because both trades are live at that point. So a 0.096%. Okay, and of course, because we have crossed now below that, that beloved leading edge, this is an entry, I believe. Yeah, lots of strength, oscillators young. What do we have here? 15. So 15 times 1.5. That would be 7.5 plus 15 would be 22.5 plus my spread, which would be, yeah, let's make it 30. And on the other side, 30 plus my spread. And away we go. Take profit. And we would have lost our stop loss on that one. Trailing stop, that is. So in total, this trade, so 1.95%. Yeah, maybe this is why people like it. It's fairly consistent. I don't mind that at all. All right, so now we look at what's coming up next. We got now a new strong signal. Oh, yeah, we've crossed above. Strength, everything is in place. It's been consistent so far. Let's keep on doing it. Whatever works, guys. Like, just do whatever works. 13, oof, getting down there. 13 plus 7, call it. It's 20 plus spread. Ooh, guys, like, we don't have much room for error here. 13 times 20 times 2 is 26 plus spread is 33. We are now crossing below the smooth moving average. I have strength in the bulls and my oscillator is down there, but I do not have enough volatility. So the volatility being below 25% like it is, actually below 30% because I'm scalping, I am not making a choice on closing the trade. If I wouldn't enter a trade, I'm not going to close this trade. But it goes ahead and takes me up. So there's a healthy loss. So that's our 3%. And we have crossed below, obviously up here, but we still had strength in the bulls. So that is not a reversal trade, like what I sometimes do. There is it crossing? Ooh. Closes at 355.79. That is a tie, and the tie goes to the runner, especially when we have everything else helping us out. No! There is no volatility, you guys. We're not doing this one. We're staying out of the market. There's not enough volatility. There's a strong signal. Now, when the strong signal comes, I'm looking for a retest of the cloud, which is right there. Now I need a candle to confirm. There it is. Okay, so I can enter this trade. I don't know stocks, so I'm just going to risk half. But if you guys know what to do, what you're doing here, then you can probably stick with it. But I'm already above the leading edge of the cloud, so I'm only going to risk half on this one. 14 times 1.5 is 21 plus my spread is 28. And on the top side, we got 28 plus my spread, which would be 35. Yeah, it's coming together. This crossing, that one definitely doesn't work, right? Yeah, there's no volatility. Is there volatility here? Nah, see, that's the thing. Like, I know I talk about how strong means that I'm good to go, but, you know, who knows? Who knows what'll happen here? If I see okay, there, it takes me out there. I was gonna say, if I see profit at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and just take it because I just don't have much going here, right? Volatility's low, strength in the bulls, strength in the bears occurred. And actually, by all rights, this one here, no, there's no volatility. So I would have stuck through it, muscled through all of that and lost. But we've got strength in the bears. We don't have enough volatility to make this a reversal trade. So, hey, you know what? I don't mind doing a video like this. I'm losing. I might be in profit. Looks like I might be in profit. But I mean, that's another 3%, guys. You know, every time you lose, you got to make it back somehow. So yeah, but what's great about me sharing my strategy for those people who like SPY, this might be evidence that you don't want to use my strategy. I don't know. We'll see. What is this here? Strength is in the bears. No, strength is in the bulls. Oscillators pinching off, and we have volatility. So I'm okay with taking a trade here. Long position, of course, because we crossed above right there. ATR is 13. So I'm going to go 27 for stop loss. 1326 26 plus 7 is 33. Right away, we get taken out. So you might want to wait for a different type of confirmation there. I don't know. Yeah, you might. I don't know. Depends on your mood and how you know. Like, you have to go with what you know. If you know the market, you'll know whether or not that was a good trade. Oh, here we go, crossing above again. Let's try it. I mean, we gotta follow the rules, right? I followed the rules before and it burnt me, which could mean that this is not a good instrument for me to trade, or I just have to be more patient and take some losses, right? Because the wins are possibly there. All right, closing below my smooth moving average. Strength is in the bears. I'm closing this trade right there with just a hair of a loss. I'm not even going to count it. Or do I close it? Let me see what the volatility is there. Oh yeah, volatility is at 48%. So that is what it is. But I may be doing a continuation right here because we actually go into a strong signal. There's a strong signal here. We tested the cloud on a strong signal. So I'm going to go ahead and enter a trade, but I'm only risking half. Yep. 0.1 is the, so that'd be 15 plus 7 is 22 for a stop loss. 10 times 2 is 20 plus the spread. All right, so we took profit on that one, but then it came right back down again. I got to look to see whether or not that's an entry, but let's first count the profits. Come on, there we go. 1.41 is a 2.115% trade. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I got to add another 3% loss here. Yep. And then we've got nothing there. And here we have, what did I say it was? 2.115. Okay. Now, is this an entry here? Strength, yep, this is an entry. So we grab our short tool. 14, this would be 14 plus 7 is 21, plus the spread, be 28 for the stop loss. 15, what did I say? 14, right? 14 times 2 is 28, plus my spread is 35. Now we got a strong signal from Lux, and looks like we would have just maybe not even got profit on that. Use your own discretion. Whenever I see that kind of thing, it's like, what do you do, right? What do you do? So I typically, at that point, when it's that close, I bring my stop loss back to break even and hope for the best there. And then in this area here, I'd be moving my stop loss to just above that high because I want to maximize my profits. There, I actually take profit and it comes back down, or it comes back the other way. So in total, that trade would have been a beautiful, what happened here? How come it's not actually taking? There we go. So that is a 1.36. That's a 2.04% trade. Okay. And we're onwards. About halfway through the day, it looks like. And there is a, ooh, that was a test of the cloud. And we're back up at the cloud again. We cross above with a strong signal from Lux. We've got strength. We've got everything we need. Let's make a trade. 16 plus 8 is 24, plus my spread is 31 for a stop loss. 32 plus 7 is 39 for a take profit. And we're in the negative on this one, crossing below my smooth moving average. Oh, you know what? That's a stop loss. Yeah, that's that. That is that. So I'm learning, guys. I haven't done the math yet, but just because of the success rate that I'm getting, if I'm going to be spending time scalping, because that's what it is, it's time spent. If I'm going to be spending time scalping, I would like to see a little bit more success rate. And it doesn't mean that you can't make it successful. It just means that my dumb strategy that wins really well in other things just doesn't work for this. Actually, that's a reversal trade if I follow my rules, right? Because I'm crossing below now, I'm crossing downwards. I've got strength in the bears. I'm going to go ahead and make an entry. You could probably minimize, I just got thinking, you could probably minimize some of these trades if you trade with the cloud, possibly. That might be an option. But anyway, or you might make some differences in like the volatility tolerance. That might work. But I'm just showing you the strategy, guys. So this is a trade coming in. 14 is the, so that's my 21.28 for that. 14.28 plus 7 is 35. Yeah, see, this is too squirrely for me. Now we're crossing above. Strength is in the bears. Yeah, or in the bulls, rather. You know, like, do I reverse it? I don't know. Let's follow the rules. But that's a loss of 1.15%. 1.5%. And that's the best thing about these kind of back tests, guys. So we get to discover whether or not my strategy works for you. and we're back down again. Strength is in the bears. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know what the heck's going on. We take profit, sure enough. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't know what's happening here. And we didn't, because I didn't set my stuff here. So that is on that candle 14. So yeah, I know I probably wouldn't have hit my take profit there. 28. And then on the other side, 28, that's 35 again. Yeah, we didn't take profit. But maybe we still will. Oh, yay, we did. Actually turned out pretty good. And I would know, yes, so my stop loss would have, my trailing stop would have definitely grabbed it there. So 3 times the 1.5, that's a great, nice little trade actually, 4.5%. Trailing stop definitely would have grabbed. You could take a continuation there. It's a retest of the smooth moving average. Yeah, that's a retest of the smooth moving average and a potential, because now we've got strength in the bulls. This candle here closed above that. Yeah, this is gonna be a continuation trade. Strength. We're in a strong signal from good old Lux. And same idea, except this time I'm actually moving my stop loss to just below this low, enough to account for my spread. So if it gets to here, 15 plus my spread would be 22. And then my take profit is going to be still ATR times 2 plus my spread, so 35. There it is. And we'll see what happens. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Still hasn't closed below my smooth moving average. Now it has. Strength. Volatility is almost nothing, and so I'm not making a choice. I'm back above and back below. Volatility still below 30%, so I'm staying in. And now we're in profit. And we just about touched, so I'd be moving my stop loss to break even there. Taking profit, moving onwards. This isn't bad. But you know what? My video's gone on long enough, so I'm not going to test the rest of the day out. But we're just going to say that there we go. I did some scalping on SPY. My profits are on this trade here. Let's go to just this trade. 2.14. That is a 3.21% trade. Now let's count it up, see how we did today, guys. So profit is 26%. Actually, 26% profit on winning trades. And we'll just make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. And let's see what the losses are. $14.82. All right, so there we have it. There's our rate for back testing the really dumb strategy on that works really well. I feel it works really well on like gold, forex pairs, all that kind of thing. But for whatever reason, our success rate here was a lot less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losing trades versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 winning trades. So we actually have a, it's better than 50%, which is good. That's a good thing. If you like to trade this instrument, hey, no, it's not wrong. You would have won some money, but you would have lost 14% off of your 26% profit. So, you're looking at 12% profit over a day, which is not bad. But again, that period of time, I take a look at this, and this is just my analysis, guys. The purpose of this video is not to say that you shouldn't be trading this or that you should be. It's just letting you know that took 4 hours of trading. If I'm going to sit in front of the computer for 4 hours, I would rather trade something where my success rate is a lot higher, like 70 to 80%. Which is what I'm running right now on 15-minute charts. And I take, in that period of time, I probably take just as many trades as this. In total there are 16 trades. I'm going to profit more with other efforts using this strategy. I am not saying that SPY is not profitable. You can make money in any market. But these are the results. This is my back test of my trading strategy that I've developed over the last 3 years, working with various tools, including Lux, and this is our results. I hope this is helpful. Leave comments. Let me know what you think, or if you notice that I'm doing something wrong that you would prefer to see done because you are familiar with SPY, let me know, because I would rather be a better trader, especially if things are like this. I want to be able to help more people. So if you can see things that I need to do differently with my strategy in order to help people who trade SPY, leave a comment below and let's maybe meet up on, I'm more than happy to meet up and we'll discuss it, screen share each other, and you show me what I can do to make it better. But I love it. Thanks so much, everybody, to who asked for this question. It was getting to be a very common question, so I'm glad we got to do it. One person asked me if I would trade it on the 5-minute. I briefly looked, and I really only saw like one opportunity, or or maybe 2 or something like that, where I was just like, yeah, there you go, I got the volatility and everything, but the volatility was low. I think it was, let me just see. Anyway, 5-minute chart, I just didn't like the looks of it, so I did a 1 minute. But who knows, maybe the 5-minute would have been better. But that's not what the purpose of this video was. Thank you again, and keep them coming. Keep those requests coming. Thanks a lot.